Hey there everybody, Milk Knight here, and I thought I'd do a little different sort of video. I play Yu-Gi-Oh on occasion, and I tend to play Legacy of the Duelist quite often. And for those of you who are maybe struggling by going further in the campaign, there is a way you can actually blow through most of the campaign with just an Exodia deck, pretty much. There's different variations on a deck recipe for each Exodia deck. However, the one that I have, I think I got it from online somewhere. Somebody had written a post of what cards they were using, and some of the cards I didn't have, so I ended up substituting some of them. But we'll quickly get into it. I've given the name Exodia's Call just to sound extra edgy. Um, So I have 3 dark holes. That's mainly just to get rid of anything on the field if anything tries to overwhelm me. I have 3 graceful charities, which are great for drawing cards, obviously. Pot of Duality. I only have 2 in the deck, but it's fine. Like I'm probably gonna get a 3rd one and put it in there eventually. I have 3 Pot of Greeds. These are kind of a big deal to have in your deck. 3 Swords of Revealing Light, which is great for stalling, especially when your back's against the wall. You have a Start Goblin. You draw a card and your opponent gains 1,000 life points. It's 1 card, but in some cases I've actually won a few duels on the campaign anyway by using this card at the last minute. White Elephant's Gift, which is sending 1 non-effect monster to the graveyard, and you get 2 cards, which is pretty fun to use. I only have 1 of it. Unfortunately, I don't have the others in the deck, but I probably will add them when I get them. I don't really open many packs in this game too often. I sort of just accumulate points and open packs in my spare time when I can be bothered with it. I have Dark Scheme in here. I don't know why. It's just a filler card, I suppose. Usually the opponent has to discard 1 card to negate the card's effect, otherwise you can then draw 2 cards. Unfortunately, the AI in this game always picks to discard a card. They never let you draw, which is a bit frustrating, but I'm probably going to replace it and end up putting 2 more copies of like White Elephant's Gift, for example. Disturbance strategy is just something I do to mess with the AI, pretty much. I don't know if it has an effect on the outcome, really. I just use it just for funsies. Jar of Greed, I have 2 of those, I need another 1. But it's a decent trap card, you get one draw. Localized Tornado is actually pretty good. It lets you get all your cards back from the graveyard back into your deck, and you can basically just keep your deck essentially replenishing. I highly suggest playing this card if you don't have any Exodia pieces, basically, or if you have no hand whatsoever and you've had a bad run, you can refresh. The only thing is you'll be drawing 1 card at a time per turn, but with cards like Graceful Charity and Pot of Duality, as well as Pot of Greed, you'll have a better chance of basically get more drawing along the way. I only have 2 copies of this part of the left arm because I don't open enough packs, but it's fine. You just need 3 copies of each Exodia piece essentially. And for extra reference, I have a few Man-Eater bugs in here just to, destroy any monsters that try to target me or target us in any particular sense. They're practically useless statistics-wise. With the attack and defense, it's pretty terrible. But the whole point is you're going to be destroying the opponent's summon in with this. And that's pretty much all I have. And this deck actually sort of works for me alright. There's a couple of chances where I have a bad hand. I'll quickly run through a tutorial with it. We'll go against Kaiba. Why not? We can do a reverse duel and mess with him again. I don't have the music turned on for this because I've heard it that many times. Right, looks like we're going to go first. It's complete RNG most of the time in the campaign anyway. Like, you can have like an entire match where you don't get any pieces whatsoever, which just causes you to refresh the game and restart pretty much. Quite a few people have usually shown these kinds of decks most of the time. I'm just showcasing it just to give you an idea of how it plays per se. Most people already know this, but I mean, there's probably a few people out there that still play this game and probably struggle, especially with the later campaigns, with like the Beyond GX and stuff. I tend to get a little bit lost with the GX stuff, essentially. I don't need localized tornado. Oh, never mind, he used D-spell. It's remove trap he'd have to use if he wanted to get rid of it. I don't need to worry about using localized tornado yet. The only annoying thing is that we're going to see the message window pop up quite often when I activate stuff. But those are the breaks of this game, unfortunately. Here we go. I'll show you what I mean with Dark Scheme, by the way. I have 2 man-eater bugs now that we can use. Gift of the Mystical Elf. So yeah, he's trying to give himself more LP. It's not going to matter when we get all pieces of Exodia anyway. You could have the highest LP mount at the end, but... Oh, Swordstalker. I was certain he was going to put something else in there. It's a good card, Swordstalker. I used to have it myself, and when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, when the show was like relatively new, and the card game was all the craze back then. I mean, it's still like popular now, of course. In fact, it's just become more intricate now and more meta based. And not everyone is into the whole meta thing. Some people just like to play for fun. So as you can see, I only need 1 more piece left to win at the moment. I'll activate this trap and you'll see what I mean with the discard. See, he's discarded it just so the trap doesn't get activated. And you will never get in a situation where the AI will let you activate it. Which is a bit of a moot point, like why give the player the option? And then I realized that it's more suited for multiplayer in PvP, really, I suppose. But even then, I don't think a player would want to not discard to deactivate the trap. Also, this is being recorded directly from my PS4. This is like the first time in quite a while that I've used my PS4 for recording anything, as well as uploading from it, which is pretty sweet. So he's going for polymerization. He's not going to get ultimate. He doesn't have a big enough hand for it. I'm assuming it's Blue Eyes Ultimate that's in his extra deck anyway. So as you can see, I just need the right leg at this point. And as you can see with Pot of Duality, it'll let me excavate 3 cards from the top and then pick one, essentially. And as you can see, I've just I've just found the leg that I need, so we can win the duel, I guess. And there you go. Every single piece has been shown, and we have basically Exodia'd Seto Kaiba in this example, anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of how I go through the campaign. Lazy man mode, I guess. as opposed to trying to get rid of everyone's life points. And I mean, sometimes the AI can pull out some really crazy stuff in this game, but especially with the what's it called? Especially with how the RNG can work. But yeah, that's my lazy man deck that I like to use. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be catching you in the next upload that I do at some point. Until then, ciao for now.